Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 0 Hour. We are in our favorite map, Twilight Flame.
Yes, the 8-player map Twilight Flame. We're extremely excited to be here. We have two absolute ballers facing off today. It's going to be Size up the top as our purple China Nuke.
And Herb at the bottom as our also China Nuke, which is pretty cool. And I think it's a very good faction because Twilight Flame, it's a very aggressive map because there's so many supplies to harass. In Tournament Desert, it's like, well, one of his supplies are camped and his other one I can harass. Here it's like, well, he has 7 supplies and 7 old derricks. I have to harass all of them simultaneously. It really brings out the micro and the macro and the multitasking when you have so much to do at any given time.
And so many different choices to make as well. Do I go for the supplies? Do I go for the oil derricks? What the hell do I build? There's a little different unit mixing and stuff like that. I think China Nuke definitely is a good matchup for that. We've got Red Guard coming out from both players. Of course, those oil derricks, very, very important to cap ASAP.
Yeah, we do have our other man down here, Herb, doing the same thing, wanting to secure these oil derricks, and there's 2 of them together. It's perfect for a Red Guard.
Yeah.
It's just made for the double Red Guard 2 cap. We do have the expansions as well, so dozers are moving out, building some more supplies in the corners, getting the economy rolling. So a rather delayed war factory, but an airfield from Size. But when the map is this big, you have so much time, you don't need to rush that airfield, that war factory.
Right. Yeah, I don't mind that airfield, just on the case basis that if a MiG comes out, it has some good potential to deny Red Guard, but depending on how fast you can actually get that out. The airfield was a little bit delayed because we saw several supplies going up, bunkers going down from both players, and that's going to be absolutely importantly huge. You want to hold those ore derricks for as long as possible, and if the bunker's out and you got the barracks forward, that's exactly what you want to try and do. But no, of course, with the amount of tank hunters, we've got to predict a helix.
Indeed, Blake can actually read into the future.
Well, look, I mean,
that's pretty impressive.
It is pretty good. I should have known it when I saw the first 2 tank hunters. It took me until I saw the third one. I'm like, maybe there's a helix coming out.
Indeed, helix will be moving out. Red Guard battle. Who's going to win this one? Looks as though Size just a little bit quicker on the draw will take the glorious heroic battle. They didn't even cap the old derrick, so a bit of a misplay there by Herb, not going for that one. He could have. Will take away the old derricks from Size, though. Helix is still a little bit too late to the party, and the Red Guard will secure that one. So all 6 rather of these derricks are held, and none of them currently for Size. He's actually going to destroy the old derricks.
Yeah, which is interesting. I mean, he didn't really focus on the Red Guard capped. He went for a much more expanded supply route, but I mean, Herb's matched him. Herb has pretty much as many supplies as Size does, but of course, Size is up that helix. We'll have to see if he can really make use of it. Definitely to take out the Nuke Battle Masters, because that's one of the first units we're going to be seeing coming out of those war factories. Because of their sheer speed, just their ability to kill whatever the hell they want on the ground, it's a pretty nice unit to have. And as well, the helix, oh my god, it can just hunt the dozers.
Yeah.
It can hunt the supplies down because everything's going to be so undefended, given how spread out everyone is.
It's a nice reaction, though, down here by Herb, going for a forward, or rather cornered war factory to get that Gatling. Driving the dozer into the helix, not the best choice. We'll lose that one. This supply should be fine, though, because of that Gatling. Battlemaster will get wounded by the Nuke MiG, and not the awesome Nuke MiG, the kind of bad lack of Firestorm Nuke MiG, but regardless, it will do its job valiantly and take out the Nuke Battlemaster.
Fantastic. The helix has found yet another supply, and that's going to be having some fun down there, especially with the undefended stuff. And this is a huge economic backlash because the supplies won't have time to actually pay off for Herb. They've been up, but I mean, if you only got 2 trucks coming out, it takes a little bit of time before you pay the supply and the second truck off. So if the helix can be really, really aggressive now before too many GATs come out, that's exactly what Size wants to do.
It's interesting because Size has his own GATs, so I think Size must have been predicting that Herb would rush out his own airfield and do a similar sort of play. Airfield units are just so much stronger because of the big maps. 3 Gatlings are pushing through here for Herb. Gotta be careful, Size, because he can't really kill 3 of them with just the E units. 3 is the critical mass. They will absolutely melt MiGs and Helixes alike, but Nuke Battlemaster has been completed and at an excellent time as well. We'll be able to intercept these Gatling tanks, but they are splitting off and going for separate supplies.
Yeah, one's going up to take care of some trucks. Helix is still in the middle, but I think it's going to be taken down by some Gats fairly shortly. Gats will be looking for the MiGs. The MiGs are in the air, though, which is fantastic for size. He doesn't really want to lose them. Finds the trucks.
Taking them down pretty fast, but the Battlemasters will move in and stop that from happening any longer than it should. It is denying the mining, though. As for the actual overall income, it's hard to say. I think Size has been doing very well at denying the supplies, but he's had none of the oils, where Herb has had them for pretty much the entire game, and these are making a big difference.
Yeah, they're making a fair bit of deal, as well as the full probably 4,000 bonus he actually got from capping 6 oil derricks, as opposed to like first capping 6 oil derricks first, as opposed to only the 2 that Size got. And that Gat's going to be absolutely fine.
Wow.
Helix is just, wow. Was that a dozer or?
Yeah, dozer trying to build a nuke.
Yeah.
So really
not
wanting,
really the place you want to build a nuke.
Really wanting to rush out those nuke MiGs, and I absolutely can't blame Size, given that he's already got those nuke MiGs. It really is powerful getting the upgrade. Has a fair bit of cash in the bank as well. Gatling tanks trying to kill supplies, not exactly the ideal unit, and we do see a bunker licks from Herb doing a pretty good job as well.
Yeah, nice little blob here in the middle from Herb as well, but I think the Gat's being flanked at the top here by Herb's Gat.
Oh, man.
That is, Herb's Gat's going to get flanked hard, but that's a massive army.
That's a lot of ECMs. So many will be able to deflect a lot of rockets. Helix will go in 4th engage, 2 against 1. Which one are you hoping for?
Look, I'm feeling the... It depends on the micro, really.
What about 3v1?
There's another one coming on. Yeah, 3v1. I mean, I've got to give it to
wow.
It was close.
Yeah, that was surprisingly close. But the prop tower healing just that little bit, making the difference at the end. But meanwhile,
how's he going to deal with this?
Here comes the death wave. This Battlemaster, he's going to try and hold the line. Just kidding. He's going to run away for his life. He has a wife and family, and the Overlord
doesn't care about his wife and family.
Well, apparently not. Actually, no, he does.
Oh, he does?
Mercy, please. Look, this is a scary army. I really don't see how we can deal with this. Nuke cannons would be excellent for defense, but hard to position correctly. In the middle, the refinery will help, making things just a little bit cheaper. Flame tank, not exactly the ideal firewall there. ECM, a little bit outnumbered as well.
The main danger, I guess, for this blob is just a firestorm coming out from the V's images.
No, his nuke.
Oh!
There's no firestorm.
There's no firestorm. There's no nuke out either. I just forgot about that. Yeah, so there's no firestorm, and you won't have the massive explosions because there's no nuke missile actually being built yet.
Yeah,
exactly. That's a good point.
The bunker
Besides,
elixirs won't really work because there's just so many ECMs. Unless they're caught out of position or they're busy locking down something, these helixes won't be very effective. Really has to time them well, especially because the bunker licks, or one of them, is quite low and wounded. Meanwhile, the production here is out of control for her. Excellent macro, really spending through his huge cash income. That is the nuke missile. So Scythe is on the back foot, but he is waiting out for his nuke MiGs, and they will be able to devastate the army. Also, the nuke helixes can be good because the nuke bomb won't be disrupted or anything by the ECMs. Driving in, though, Gatling cannon, yeah, that could be very, very powerful.
Yeah, even against 3 helixes, Gats are something you have to really take into consideration. They have some really serious anti-air damage.
They are a lot more powerful than the Gatling tanks because they just have a higher rate of fire. Moving in 4th engage, not a very good angle though.
No.
That's a really bad formation. He's losing them one by one.
Oh no!
This is disastrous here for Herb. Not having the best micro at all. Overlords are now in a 3v2 and getting destroyed here. One of them may even fall. Meanwhile, one of those guys got captured.
Yeah, I think it did. And the Helix is moving in as well here from Size. It's going to cut off the retreating army. Fantastic placement here from Size, and there's no way to deal with that. The Gats are going to go down.
Yeah, may lose a Helix though, but only one ECM. Won't be too effective going for the Overlord, preventing it from disabling those missiles. An excellent defense there by Size, but really... Oh, one of the Helixes actually just...
Yeah, one Helix went down, yeah.
Yeah, but really got to have that grouped up, have that circle or a line formation, not a straight 2x2 formation. That really is just sending units one by one to be destroyed.
Super punishing, especially with the Overlords. Their damage against those squishy units.
Yeah!
Yeah, nuke mids. They're on the field.
Oh, Gatling's not going to be very effective against the Overlords, especially the nuke MiGs even. Yeah, so Herb has great production.
Arty Strike coming in as well.
He's throwing away a lot of his units. Carpet Bomb 2 Nuke Missile has been completed for Herb, so he's going to have his own Nuke MiGs quite soon. This Arty Strike could be devastating as there's a lot of tanks nearby. There's all Derek Speeds not going for the oil, which is quite confusing and surprising.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, going for the trucks instead, stopping a little bit of this production, probably not a bad idea, but I don't know whether he knew the Bob was there or not, but the Arty Strike could have done some serious damage to that.
The all Derek should always be destroyed first, because it's an infinite resource that will never be depleted. So the sooner you get rid of them, more importantly, Nuke MiGs going for the helixes, fantastic! Nuke MiGs destroying those helixes, 3 of them instantly, and with only 2 of them left won't be enough, especially because none of them actually are a bunkerlix.
Herb is not having a good day today. He's having the worst of days. Not grouping against Nuke MiGs. That can be pretty damn devastating. The splash damage was insane there. Another one goes down to the Nuke MiGs. They're balling really, really hard. That was such a good investment from Size. Going for the Nuke MiGs and just holding out to the Nuke Missile was big.
Gatling May. Oh, that's another one.
Again.
All 5 helixes are destroyed. Lotus is moving out alongside a carpet bomb. Probably going to go for the supplies. But at this stage, the economy isn't the issue. The thing now is going to come down to the armies, the production, and the micro. Size has 30,000 cash in the bank, going for an Overlord engage. Not the best angle. Herb should be fine in this one. One of the Overlords already being destroyed. We'll lose the Ozone Overlord in the process, but killing 2 for 1, definitely a good trade.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's scouting for his Nuke MiGs. He really needs to find something, some type of an engage that's going to let him come and just demolish this army, because you have to be grouped. I mean, when you're trying to move out units, it's very hard to try and keep them split up, keep your macro going at the same time.
Ooh, forces the cell. Nice work, Size. But was it in time to prevent the Nuke MiG upgrade? Doesn't even look like Herb is actually going for Nuke MiGs.
No, maybe not. I mean, he doesn't actually have any. Hasn't been moving any. Yeah, the Nuke Missile still ticking. I thought Lotus got the... it was still being...
constructed.
Oh, it's another one.
Wow, that's 2.
Oh, that's 2 now. So there must have been a few of them.
I mean, they are cheaper, and there's enough money, so hey, you might as well. Size may lose a couple of his tanks. Yeah, this is a fantastic army, splitting them up as well, so the Nuke MiGs won't be able to decimate all of them. And it's interesting because you want to split up against Nuke MiGs, but you want to have a good formation against a ground engagement. So having those Nuke MiGs, it really can be annoying just for the indirect effect that it causes you to play.
I think Herb's Lotus is on the left. There's a stealth icon there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Herb's Lotus is there. Okay, but man, Size's Lotus, that's balling hard. It's going after all the supplies, stopping all the production here for Herb.
Yeah. Doing pretty well for himself. The Nuke MiGs dropped their payload, but I don't think they really killed much. Only... What? Overlord, go home, you're drunk. You don't belong in the cliff.
That's not where you live. It's got like suction tracks. Maybe this is a veterancy thing.
They call him Spider Overlord. Oh, wow.
He's pulling hard. There is no physics.
Not in 2003.
Hell no.
Well, good try. The carpet... Nope, I don't know what that is. That's a... I don't even know what that is.
Something.
Mine drop?
Must be.
Well... Yeah, it's...
Nuke MiGs coming in for the massive strike!
Oh, here we go. This could be deadly. A pretty nice blob coming out from Herb. Nuke MiGs dropping their payload, destroying all of those. And that is a thumbnail and a half, ladies and gentlemen. And Overlords will try and mop up what's left over here. Veterancy 2, but will it survive? It gets shut down. And now the Overlord will take... No, it survives. That's excellent now, because it will regenerate its own health. And these Nuke MiGs, Vet 3, I wonder...
Oh, Lotus!
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
I've been there. Losing the airfield with your Nuke MiGs is the worst feeling in the world.
I hope Size is on the ball.
He's not
going to get him out. He's going to have to sell it.
Sucks, because now what does Size have left? There's another ridiculously huge army of Overlords and Gats for Herb, and all he has is essentially Nuke MiGs, which are no longer existent.
And a nuke. It just came up. He's got a nuke, so... I mean, Herb at this point has to be so careful, and that's a nice predictive carpet bomb. No, going for the prop center. Okay.
And the prop center, I think, is probably the best target.
Yeah,
because it means that, again, money isn't really an issue. 20,000 in the bank, so killing supplies isn't a huge deal. But stopping your opponent from building Overlords or Nuke Missiles or things like that. But it may just come down to the power of the super weapons here. Herb has so many of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of Nuke Missiles on the field. I mean, I'm not sure. Size has to pull something out here. He might have been okay if the Nuke MiGs had started, like, moving their focus, but there's Gats actually camping the Nuke Missile.
That's firing.
Oh, okay, here we go.
I have no idea where it's going, though. And really, where would it go? I mean, an army, I would say? Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Well, there it is. Fantastic.
2 power plants.
Low power mode worth
It's going to delay time.
Yeah,
It
which
will
is good.
buy
It
time.
buys him time, and I think that's the best use of the nuke missile.
Yeah, that's
is
actually
the
not a bad
time
idea
buyer.
either. Especially if he has helixes that can move in and take out the other things. But the thing is, for the Nuke General, their power plants are a little bit stronger. You also can overload as well. So it is hard to deny the power. Lotus as well, though, hasn't died just yet and may take that command center away from Size. Once again, trucks are moving in. Won't exactly achieve much, but we do see Lotus in position.
Yeah,
MiGs are flying overhead.
It's a very open base as well now. Because Size, he sent his army out. He's going for the oil derricks, but I don't think that's going to work because he doesn't have a way to defend his base. It's so open. There's an ice strike coming in as well now.
Nuke Missile is ready for Herb, and he may didn't take out the army with the Nuke Missile. That would be an ideal move there. It is firing. This could be game-changing if Size loses his army right now. This army can win the game. Splitting up. There we go. Nice! Yeah, excellent. Doesn't kill all the army. Nice preemptive slip by Size. He knew what was up. He knew what Herb was going for, and really that was the best target.
It really was. Has to just go for the... Pretty much go for the finish here. He has to go for the... Kill the oil derricks, kill the nuke missile, and then somehow deal with this army in his base. And that carpet bomb could be a way to deal with it.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent way to deal with it, especially Nuke MiGs. They will suicide, but they will do some pretty good damage. Carpet bomb, not the best angle there, but it will do some fair bit of damage. It may lose 4 of those gats. Nice dodge, only losing 2. Lotus stealing some cash as well. Oh, nice EMP, but do we have any follow-up here from Herb?
He's got his licks there, but I don't think it's full of anything.
No, it's empty
no
by the looks of
upgrade
it.
either.
And we do have Overlords moving in, but the EMP, it will wear off. He's buying time, but will it be enough?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it will be. I mean, there's not really much way to deal with it. Finally, Lotus does actually get killed there. And the army's not that huge anymore. I mean, the nuke MiGs as well, they're going to be coming in. Wrong angle, though. They still take out enough.
I think he was timing it because there was an Overlord which was taking up the shots. The EMP has worn off now. The Overlords are being forced away. A lot of prop towers as well. So these Overlords have a little bit of an edge as well as their numbers. Meanwhile, there are 2 airfields, so it's going to be hard to shut down these MiGs.
Definitely will, and it looks like Size is going to be going for these for the nukes now. I think it's a mine drop coming in as well here.
Yeah, it'll have to be that Overlord a little bit out of position. Then mine drop may do a bit of damage. Not a huge amount, though. It is getting them quite low. Oh, that Overlord takes the brunt of it, and that will be a pretty big edge that Herb needs to win this Overlord engagement, and that was a very crucial one because there wasn't a lot of production. The production really is the most important target right now.
Solid mine drop there, definitely. Overlord does a backflip, says, I'm fine. It's okay, guys. Not a problem.
Cool. Yeah, the Nuke MiGs don't do a lot of damage against Overlords. It's mainly just the disruption that they do.
Yeah, that's definitely right. But 4 nuke missiles, I think that's the main thing we have to look at.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one up in 20 seconds now, and that's just going to end the game. Size's MiGs were nice until he got his entire airfield capped by a Lotus, and then it becomes, it gets to the point where apparently the tank shells can fire into the air now. Maybe a bit too, it gets like increased accuracy against air units. Not quite. That was probably the highest MiG hit I've seen.
Yeah, I would say so.
Depends on how far I can get off the airfield, because there's a set amount of time where the Overlord's still like, I can hit that, and he does, so.
The next nuke missile is ready.
Wonder where it's going to fire.
Not
fired.
Yeah, combined with a carpet bomb
anywhere.
and an arty strike, it can take out the other nuke cannon of Size. Helixes will be nice, but he has to really make sure he doesn't get caught by MiGs. 5 Overlords without any ECMs or without any GAT tanks, so they will be pretty vulnerable to those Overlords. Nuke cannon taking out a supply. The supplies are now actually mattering. The players are now no longer floating up a huge cache of a bank of money. That taking the supply is now going to start to be a lot more important than it has been previously, especially as a lot of these are drying up, so they won't be able to mine as freely as they had done before.
Yeah, look, I think Size is in some pretty serious trouble now. I'm not really sure what he can pull out against this. He doesn't really have that many MiGs left.
Or helixes.
Has some support weapons. Yeah, he has some helixes, but I mean, Herb has just as many, and he doesn't actually have that many supplies anymore. That's something else to think about. I mean, most of the supplies have actually run dry.
Yeah.
On Twilight Flame, they're not super big. Like, they don't last forever. You do need several of them.
But the old derricks have survived. They've been there the entire time, and they weren't destroyed by the arty strikes. And that really is keeping Herb's economy in the game. Helixes, though, will take out a lot of the base. The nuke missile will be available quite soon, but there's 2 nuke missiles for Herb that will just very slightly beat that one, and they can take it out if they get there in time, but this many Overlords, Helixes are moving in. They can take out the Helixes of Cypher, maybe not because of the veterancy on the bunker legs, dodging those missiles.
He's outrunning them. He's outrunning the missiles.
Yeah, he's killing the Overlords in the process. This is excellent control
Nice
here for
micro.
size. The veterancy very powerful. The Gats are forcing them away. Overlords now will get taken up by the Helix. Excellent control for size.
Beautiful.
The Gats are now firing, doing some excellent damage. One of the bunker is destroyed. Size holds on and defeats the entire army unscathed. What a fantastic play.
That's beautiful.
But will it even matter that the nuke missiles will start to fire? Yeah, that was very impressive.
Where were they?
I don't know. Nuke missile firing as well from size.
Oh, they're hitting in the base.
Battle of the Warheads, there we go. Well, my mouse goes crazy. War Factory destroyed. That's actually a big deal now because there isn't much money or production left. Carpet Bomb moving in as well.
It's gonna follow up and kill
the command center. Yeah, it looks like it will. Look, I think this would be game over for Herb if he didn't have the old Derricks.
Yeah.
Going for the power even.
That's interesting. Maybe he thought the nuke missiles would take out the command center.
Well, it means he has to build the power and then the supply. He can't just build the supply. This one was denied. That sucks for size. He would have loved to have that supply up and running. Arty Strike moving in as well.
Please go for the oil derricks.
Helixes will get caught by the gap, but only one of them won't be too effective.
Yeah, and they didn't get the missiles off in time, but just the control here from... Oh, it goes for the GAT as well. That's fantastic.
Gets the low power mode.
Might even not want to take it out, but he's got access to the command center now, and the War Factory. He's right in there really deep as our frames per second goes all over the place.
Yeah, the red rockets of doom are really powerful on those helixes, all of them fully vetted up. We'll take out these Gatlings now, but can Size even afford a supply? He may have to sell his nuke missile.
I'm not even sure. He's got 3,000. I mean, that's decent. I mean, he's got these support powers as well.
Oh,
no!
But
the Doza's alive!
The Doza barely survives that one. And that is pretty crucial because that's the only... Oh, yes, we have it mining. He's got one supply.
What's that drop coming out?
Mine drop?
Mine drop. I think it was already... Might have already been used. But... yeah, the only thing that's keeping Size in this game at the moment is his micro. I mean, it's fantastic. And again, the oil derricks are just passed over. Size needs to deal with them ASAP. That's what's keeping Herb in the game. 1-for-1 kind of thing. And goes to the power plant and the Dozer. Find everything there. That's nice.
Yep, we'll kill the trucks, but there's no supplies to be mined regardless. Still gonna have those too. I mean, they really should be the target, those oil derricks. Perhaps Size doesn't even know that they're actually there. We don't know that they had a battle master there just earlier. They really should be the priority. Gatlings and an Overlord trying to sneak at what's left. We missed a nuke missile, I think. One of them fired.
At the top. There's a lot of them, so
yeah,
I mean, it's understandable.
Size, though, yeah, really is in a bit of trouble. I mean, once these army gets within range, these 3 Gats should be taken out easily by the 1 Battle Master and the 2 Gats, especially with that formation, sending them in one at a time. Essentially, the Nuke Battle Master taking no damage from the Gats. The Gatling tank, though, of Size will survive in the process as well.
That's going to be nice, and there's more Gats moving in. It's a nice unit composition here from Size on the grounds. That, oh my god, Red Guy going for the caps. Maybe all planned. Didn't want to destroy the oil derricks. I knew I'd run out of money late game. I just wanted some more cash.
Calculated.
But that's a big army.
Yeah, look, Size doesn't have his command center, so he can't use his carpet bomb, which would take out those units normally. Helix is a little bit too far off. He's going to lose that Dozer.
That's his last one.
Yep, he's out of money now, and he's out of his Dozer. Out of options, if the Helix was defending, he may have been fine, but he may just go for a base race at this stage.
I think that's the only thing he can do. He's got so much more mobility. That's definitely a possibility for him. He's just all around the map. I mean, if those Helixes can get through and kill the Gats, that's going to be the major thing here. They can't get taken out. He needs to keep those Helixes alive at all costs. And one of them is a prop, so it's going to work.
It should be fine because not only...
should be okay.
Yeah, is there the prop for the heal? There's also a vet too. So the Helix will regenerate its health twice as fast. We'll have the old derricks, but it won't even matter because of no doses. Also the... what is it's called? The drop zone or whatever.
And is that the last building up there on the right? That's the nuke missile, but what else is there?
There's the supply.
That might be it. The supply might be it. This is going to be a base race. After all of this, it's going to turn into a base race. The Helixes, they're starting to ball hard. They have to kill everything.
Oh,
there's a mine drop. He knew that mine's there.
Oh, this is his own, I think.
Oh, is it? No, it is. Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it wasn't the one from before. It was a different one. It was just in the same kind of spot.
Now, the problem we have here for Herb is his nukes can't kill Helixes.
No. They can't.
So
as far as I'm aware, his nukes can't kill helixes. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen one hit one mid-flight.
unless they direct fire.
Yeah.
They just
And
aim
look
at-
how mobile. Look how mobile he is. Size can just keep moving, keep hiding, and that's all he's gonna do. But the carbon bomb, dodge it, please! No!
There goes all 5 of the Gatlings. That's a bit of a blow now. 3 helixes are alive, and that's going to be enough to potentially take out these helixes, especially with this many. And Herb's going to find the supply, getting the old Derek's back as well. Yeah,
Did one of the Gats go down? Or 2? The helixes, sorry. I have no idea what killed that.
I don't know.
There's not any MiGs on the field, is there?
Ah, there must
be.
maybe. Helix is surviving and taking out all of the Gats. Fantastic work, Size, but will it even matter?
I don't think it will. There's too many buildings.
Probably not. Too many buildings.
And it's still alive though.
Yeah, there's an Overlord tank.
That's his last building.
Gatlings are terrible against supply, but the Overlord isn't exactly either. This is a fantastically close game, but unfortunately, this Vet 2 Overlord will win the game, be our hero for Herb, and has slayed the Size himself. A pretty impressive feat there by, of course, Mr. Herb, and I think just well played by Herb.
That was a really good game.
The Nuke MiG rush was a good attempt, but it did backfire once the Lotus capped it. And that really was it. I think Size would have been fine if he didn't lose those 4 nuke MiGs.
Yeah, you kind of need to have a couple of those outposts in your base just to
or even just have
kind of scout it out.
Have a nuke MiG on guard mode.
Yeah, that's what you normally do, isn't it? I mean, it's not often you see players having their nuke MiGs in the airfield because that's a terrible idea. Like you just have them on guard.
Well, he timed it though. He timed it.
Yeah, when the nukes came back in.
Once they delivered their payload. But like if you have like a separate airfield and you have one of them on hold on guard mode. But yeah, really good timing there. But I think it's really good production as well. I mean, Herb just had great macro, just always churning out Overlords and Gats. His micro wasn't quite as good as Sizes, as we did see.
Wow.
2 helixes and 2 Gats take out 3 helixes, 3 Overlords, 7 Gats. It's like, what?
2 ECMs.
How is that even? How is that even possible?
That can't be a thing. This is not really good helix micro, because if you're in front, that's the best position to be in, because you can outrun the missiles and they fall over, whereas your missiles are like traveling together, like with the helixes, and you can just kill stuff. So
well played.
It was a really good game. That was fantastic.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to our next game. Generals, gentlemen. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.